Leo, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. I apologize as I have fallen off schedule with my postings, and I will be posting sporadically for the next month or so as I try to relocate. So I appreciate you guys showing up when you do. And let's get started. Here we go. So, in your hopes, it looks like you're looking for some emotional stability during some tough and turbulent times, okay? What you're doing is you're looking at everything that's going on and you're trying to make sense of it all in the moment. So you don't have to feel all of So you don't have to bear all the weather all at once. You're like, I'm just going to try and take this piece by piece by piece, you know? So you're looking for that emotional stability within these very turbulent times by trying to get out of your heart and into your head just a little bit. In the fear category, it's almost like you fear false promises like you've had in the past. You know, somebody goes ahead and gives you something, and then all of a sudden you get this milestone, and you're like, okay, I can build on this. But it turns out that foundation that you were trying to lay that was based on what this other person gave you, it just wasn't stable enough, or it wasn't enough resources to actually go ahead and build on. So it's like, here you are in these turbulent times and you're looking for that emotional stability. You're also looking for some sort of material stability in the process, something to actually work with, something to build forward. And you fear that because it's turbulent times, you won't be able to lay that solid foundation. In the reality of the situation is you are dropping your guard and actually letting in a vision, an understanding of what could be later on down the line. If I didn't know any better, and I don't, um, I'm just reading what the cards say. I don't know your life, and this is a general reading, so this could go to 10 people, this could go to 100 people, I don't know. But what I'm getting from this is you are at a point in your life where you are choosing, do I commit to something or do I leave? And the guard that you're dropping isn't with another person, it's with yourself. It's blocking. You have been blocking that question, should I stay or should I go, for a while, and now you don't want to block that question anymore, which is why you're seeking out what's going to benefit me in the long run. Ooh. All right, well, this one flipped. We have the Ace of Cups that flipped over, and this one that fell out, the Ace of Swords in the inverse. And the Eight. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So, in and of two minds. Okay? There was a certain logic that you were chasing after that no longer exists. Your heart of heart tells you that it is time for a change. There is a painful truth that has made you recognize that there is an emotional or spiritual understanding that means more than the idealistic one or the material one that you were chasing after in the past. So now it's time for you to leave behind something that you worked really, really hard for. Each and every one of these cups represented something that was worked for, but when you stacked them all up, they didn't make sense the way you intended them to make sense. So it was time for you to leave something that you put a lot of time, energy, and yourself into, because what's unknown is worth more than all of this. So, when I talk about aces, I talk about high potential and low resolution. In order for you to get this emotional fulfillment, this spiritual understanding that it is that you're looking for, you have to process it through a framework. And you're recognizing for the first time that the framework that it has to be processed through is not an intellectual one. Something just feels off. You know, if you were looking for these cups to stack symmetrically, you know, there are 8 cups. You can get symmetry out of that if you wanted. But the truth of the matter is, you may not have wanted perfect symmetry. You may have had a perfect idea in mind, and you're recognizing that you just didn't make enough cups over here, or you just didn't have what you wanted to get the particular design that you needed. And the unknown might be worth more, because it's not what you're walking away from, it's what are you walking towards. And that's what you have to figure out. You have to step into the unknown and see which path feels right. Because the logical path may have taught you some lessons, but it got you stuck. So now it's time to go into this hermit mode and find that guiding star within and find the path that feels right, even though it doesn't necessarily make the most sense logically. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.